Hello dear students, now today let us discuss one more concept in thermal properties of matter, that is the heat flow. Heat can flow from one body to other body due to the temperature difference. Means the two bodies compulsory should have different temperature, one body at one temperature, another body at another temperature. If the temperature difference is equal to 0, then the heat can't flow from one body to other body. Therefore the temperature difference is compulsory to flow the heat from one body to other body or from one part of the body to other part of the body. There are total 3 methods are there to flow the heat from one part of the body to other part of the body or one body to other body. That is here given by that is the first process is the conduction process, and the second process is the convection process, and the third process is the radiation process. Among these 3 processes, conduction and radiations are very important for the objective purpose, whereas let us discuss convection few details of this method in the lateral stages. Now, so first of all, let's go for the conduction. For this purpose, let us imagine one conductor of length L and area of cross section A is maintained to different temperature at that ends, and first end temperature is θ1 and second end temperature is θ2, such that here the condition is that the temperature at first end θ1 is greater than temperature at second end θ2. Now, so the amount of the heat flow through the conductor or rod Q is directly proportional to the area of cross section. Means what? If the area of cross section, if this area of cross section is more, the amount of the heat flow is also more, and this amount of the heat flow is inversely proportional to the length of the conductor. Means if the more is the length of the conductor, is lesser is the heat flow, and directly proportional to the temperature difference, and also directly proportional to the flow of the heat time flow, that is a T. So T is what here? Time of flow of the heat from first end to second end. Means what? Here the time taken by the heat to flow from the first end to second end is, that is a T. Now here we got one proportionality constant. When we remove this proportionality, we got one constant, that constant K here. This proportionality constant K is called thermal conductivity, and the heat current. Generally here when you take this T on this side, it becomes the Q by T. This Q by T is called the rate of flow of the heat, or this rate of flow of the heat is also called heat current. That heat current I is equal to given by Ka by L into θ1 minus θ2, or also we can write I is equal to θ1 minus θ2 by L by Ka. Here L by Ka is called thermal resistance. Means what? The length by thermal conductivity and area of cross section of the given conductor is called as a thermal resistance, and also this symbol for this thermal resistance is capital R, and also here the temperature difference by length of the conductor is also called that is called temperature gradient. So the temperature gradient means the change in temperature by length of the conductor, and the thermal current is nothing but the length of the conductor by thermal conductivity and area of cross section. These two are important for the solving of the problem. Now the thermal conductivity K is purely depends upon the nature of the material. Here actually from this we can say that I is equal to θ1 minus θ2 by L by Ka. Here K is depends upon the nature of the material. Means when nature of the material is changes, then only the thermal conductivity changes. Means what? Thermal conductivity is different for different material. For iron rod K is different, for silver rod K is different, for aluminum rod K is different. Therefore it is purely depends upon the nature of the material. And this thermal conductivity value also gives the strength of the conductor, whether it is suitable to flow the heat or not. If the K value is more, then it is called as a good conductor. Good conductor means what? For example, iron and copper, zinc, etc. All these are the very good conductor for the thermal properties. And if its value is less, means what? If the thermal conductive value is less, such a type of the material is called as the thermal insulator. For the thermal insulator, there is no flow of the heat, or a very less amount of the flow of the heat is there. Now from this the value of thermal conductivity T, K is equal to Q by T, A by A into theta 1 minus theta 2 by L. Already we know that this Q by T is called as a thermal current, and in place of the Q by T I am writing that is I, and in place of the A I am writing A only, and in place of the theta 1 minus theta 2 by L already we discussed that this is called as thermal gradient. Therefore now that thermal gradient symbol is the G. Therefore now here I is the thermal current and G is the thermal gradient. Now units of the thermal conductivity are in SI system joule per second per meter per Kelvin, whereas in the CGS system its value is calorie per second per centimeter per degree Celsius. Now dear students, let us discuss some problems on this concept. Here the first problem is the temperature of two ends A and B of a rod of length 25 centimeter are 100 degrees Celsius and 0 degrees Celsius respectively. In the steady state, the temperature at a point 10 centimeter from end B is. Here I have given options also, A option, B option, C option and D option. For this problem, let us consider this is the rod for our problem, and let us suppose this is the first end A, and let us take this is the first end A and this is the second end B, and they asked that at the end A they have given that is a T1 theta 1 that is equal to 100 degrees Celsius, and theta 2 they have given that is 0 degrees Celsius, and from the end B at a distance of 10 centimeter means what, at this point they are asking what is the temperature of this value. For this problem, if you observe the problem, so when the heat flow starts from end A to B, here from end A to B the same amount of the heat is flowing, means what, how much it is starting from A, that is reaching the B also same amount of the heat. When amount of the heat is the same, then the heat current is also same. Therefore here we have to assume that the amount of the heat current is the same. Now for example, in first section the heat current I am taking that I1, and second section the current is I2. Then we know that for the first section what is that theta 1 and theta, that is theta 1 minus theta by L minus X by K. Already for this I have given the formula you see previously, and here for the second part T minus theta 2 by X into L by Ka we have taken. Now on both sides here area of cross section is the same and the same metal they have used, therefore K is also same. On cancelling the Ka we can get that now theta 1 minus T by L minus X is equal to theta minus theta 2 by X. By substituting these values, we can get that 100 minus theta by and 25 minus 10 is equal to theta minus 0 by 10. Therefore now here by cancelling and by calculating mathematically something like this, therefore you will get that 200 minus 2 theta is equal to 3 theta, and therefore 5 theta is equal to 200. Therefore on solving you will get the answer theta is equal to 40 degrees Celsius. Therefore now here the option, that is third option, is the correct answer, that is the 40 degrees Celsius is the correct answer for this question. Now let us discuss one more problem, that an aluminum meter rod of area of cross section that is 4 centimeter square, and that at K value means thermal conductivity that is equal to 0.5 calorie per second per centimeter per degree Celsius is observed that at a steady state 360 calorie per minute the temperature gradient along the rod is. And one more nice problem it is, and here also I have given options, that is the A, B, C, D options I have given. And here first of all you see the problem, they have given the amount of the heat current, that is 360 calorie per minute. It is not only the heat, it is the amount of the heat per unit time. That is nothing but, already we know that that is called the heat current. The amount of the heat by the time is nothing but the heat current. Therefore now that is, first of all let us convert into proper unit, and that is I is equal to 360 calorie per minute. In place of the minute you substitute just 60 second. Therefore you will get that 360 by 60 calorie per second. Therefore now finally you will get that I is equal to 6 calorie per second. Now we know that the heat current formula I is equal to Ka by theta 1 minus theta 2 by L, and here this theta 1 minus theta 2 by L is nothing but the that is thermal gradient or temperature gradient, that is the Kag, and here G is G in place of the theta 1 minus theta 2, I have substituted the G, and therefore I is equal to Kag. From this G is equal to I by Ka. Just you substitute the values. That I value we got, that is a 6, and K value already they have given, that is K is equal to 0.5 calorie per second per centimeter per degree Celsius, and here also, and A value they have given 4 centimeter square. Here I am not converting the units into meter square. Why? Because here you see the option they have given the answer only in degree Celsius and centimeter. That's why I kept the unit of the area as it is. Therefore now by solving you will get the answer, that is the thermal gradient or temperature gradient G is equal to 3 degrees Celsius per centimeter. Therefore now first option is the correct answer for this question. Now let us discuss last problem of the video today, and which of the following rods made of same material will conduct more heat in a given time when their ends are maintained at the same temperature difference. This is also one of the nice question. Here they mentioned that the rods are made up of same material, and rods are made up of same metal means what? The thermal conductivity is the same, and they have given that the temperature difference also same for this combination. But you see the options they have given that in the first option L is equal to 1 meter, R is equal to 1 centimeter, second option L is equal to 2 meter and R is equal to 2 centimeter. Means what? This is the trial and error method. Compulsory we have to check each and every method. Therefore now here first of all before solving let's go, and we know that the amount of the heat flow formula Q is equal to Ka by theta 1 minus theta 2 by L into T, and you know that here what they have given that same material means the thermal conductivity is the same, and time also same, and theta 1 minus theta 2 also same. Therefore here K theta 1 minus theta 2 and T and time also same. Therefore if you see that and all are same, therefore now from the above formula we can say Q is directly proportional to A by L. Here one more point is that here in the options they have given only radius, they have not given area of cross section. So radius means it is a circular area. For the circular area you know the formula A is equal to pi r square. From this pi is the same for all, therefore now we can say once again Q is directly proportional to r square by L. Means what? Whose value of r square by L is more, for that conductor the amount of the heat flow is the more. Now let us check for the first option. For the first option what they have given, L is equal to 1 meter and R is equal to 1 centimeter they have given, and whenever you substitute here you will get that R square, and R square by L means what? 1 square by 1, therefore that is equal to 1 simply. And for the other options also you try, for the option B and for the option C and for the option D you will get that for among this all the maximum value you get for that fourth option. Therefore now here the option fourth is the correct. Means what? Here the fourth option is the correct answer. Means what? Whenever you have taken a rod with L is equal to 1 meter and radius is equal to 2 centimeter, then that rod conducts more amount of the heat as per the question. Here one more thing you can observe that here I have not converted the units of the radius into meters. Why? Because for every option that is 10 power minus 2, because 1 centimeter is equal to 10 power minus 2 meter, and this whole square 10 power minus 4 is come out as a common. That's why I didn't write in this. Therefore this is the means what? The fourth option is the correct answer for this question.